Hello, beautiful people. We are going to make Asun peppered goat meat. In this recipe, we'll not be grilling this. Let me take you through how I do this. I'm using the male goat. The male goat cooks faster than the female goat. I don't know if someone can give me an explanation to that. And this is the smoked one I'm using, not the one that is boiled with hot water. And we are going to cut this into little chunks. So let me tell you an experience I had sometime long ago when I didn't know much about the difference between the male goat meat and the female goat meat. So this guy I was to buy the goat meat from told me that this is the male goat because he knows I wanted the one that will be easier to cook. And he convinced me into buying that. And when I got home, lo and behold, I cooked that meat for not less than 2 hours before it became tender. No exaggerations here. And of course, I never went to his shop anymore to buy from him. I had to find someone who is trusted that I can buy from that will tell me the truth. So I will advise you get someone that is trusted. You can trust his word that is giving you the male goods, not selling the female goods in the place of the male goods for you. And you spend lots of time cooking it. It can be quite frustrating. And I'll transfer this chopped goat meat into a bowl, and we are going to season this properly, but be careful with the seasoning so that it doesn't come out too salty when you're through with the recipe. And I'll bring in black chili pepper, barbecue spice, onion powder, salt, seasoning, and I added about 2 tablespoons of cooking oil to this, and we are going to mix all this in to coat each of the meat with all the seasoning. We'll set this aside for not less than an hour in the fridge to marinate properly so that this meat will be well seasoned. And as we wait, let's prep other ingredients we'll be using. Here I have the ginger, the garlic, the peppers, the onion. Please always add as much peppers as you can bear. This is spicy peppered goat meat. It requires lots of pepper, but always go for the ones you can bear so that at the end of it, you'll be able to eat it. We're going to chop all this. I'll use my blender to chop all this roughly, and we'll get a rough texture like this. And in my pot, I will add in cooking oil, just a little, and I'll bring in some chopped onion when the oil is hot enough. We are going to stir this in for about a minute or two. We'll stir this and the onion will release its sweetness into the oil. And here is the goat meat. We'll add it in and we'll mix all this in properly. The male goat meat doesn't take time to cook. Within 25 minutes, we'll be through with this recipe and we'll stir this in. What we are doing at this time is basically cooking and frying it at the same time. We'll cover this and cook it for 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, this is what it looks like. It has generated lots of fluid, lots of its own water. We will not be adding water at all to this. And we'll cover and still cook it for extra 5 minutes. By now, this meat is very, very tender. And we'll bring in our chopped onion, pepper, ginger, and garlic, and we'll mix all this in. If you observe, this asun is very, very moist. It's not dry and very, very juicy. We'll mix all this in together and keep stir frying it for 3 to 5 minutes, and our asun is ready. You can check for your salt and seasoning to know if you need to adjust yours. And I'll finish this up with some onion and scent leaves. The scent leaves is optional, but if you try it, you will observe how nice it came out in the asun. And our asun is ready. Let's go and serve this. Look at how yummy and how moist this asun is, and it tastes so good and so nice. What do you think about this recipe? Which other options, which other methods do you use for your asun? And I'll be having this with this glass of wine here. This tasted so good, so amazing. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.